Hi, I am ScorpioSpy. Welcome to my dungeon. Just kidding. My tarot channel, okay? Channel in general, okay? YouTube channel. We are doing a pick a stack, pick a deck, pick a pile, pick a card, pick a dang on number here today. The timestamps are listed below. I'm going to see what in the world your next blessings are. So let's go ahead and see what is coming your way in a good way, okay? Good vibes. What's your next good vibe, okay? Good vibes. Yes. Yes. So I'm pulling up to your mom's house. Here I go. Made it. All right. So let's get into it. That was so unintentional, but I'm glad it worked, okay? I didn't mean it that way, I promise. Alrighty, so group number one. Who does number two work for? Number one, baby. Alright, if you pick number one, let's see what your next good vibes are, your next blessings, your next good thing. What's coming in here for number one today? You R's. Ooh. I see what's happening. I do. I see. Okay, so why double card on the bottom? Here's what's up, okay? If this is really your stack here, I'm gonna talk to you like it is. You, number one, I feel like you're an agent. Wow. You, number one, you've been feeling like the same old, okay? You felt like things are just not happening for you, and it's made you like lose enthusiasm because something is just not budging. It's just not working out. No matter what you do or what you say. Some of you could feel like you're not getting proper exposure, the proper accolades, the proper attention. You're not seeing any type of progress. You haven't been, at least. And you feel like people are not valuing you. It's just really not been going your way from what I'm seeing here. So in the coming period, it will be, okay? Because what I'm seeing is you're going to realize that you maybe, perhaps, don't get mad at me, but you've been looking at things from the wrong side, the wrong viewpoint here. And it happens because you kind of have to know the downside of things or the bad side of things in order to even experience the good side of things. But there is a shift taking place here, but it's starting in your mind, in your perspective. So group number one, you are shifting the way that you see something. You're no longer going to feel stuck or trapped. Let's say, for example, you kept doing the same thing over and over and not getting any dang results. You're just like, okay, what is it about this that I can shift or change? And you get a bright darn idea. And I see you sharing this idea and people flocking. So whatever this is pertaining to, you're getting like a stroke of genius, okay? You're getting like a aha, wow, I wish I would have seen that sooner. I would have thought of that sooner. But it comes when it's supposed to come, all right? So let's see. What is this about, per se? What was group one stuck on? What was it? So we have the second house, we have Saturn. Yeah, that's what I saw back here. And we also have Aries. So it's interesting too, because I did see right here, without these boobies and winkies, winky willy woo, that's Aries energy. It's like you may have been looking for you to be a bigger and better asset. So some of you, this is about the way that you make money, or let's say you're starting a business, or you had already and nothing's shifting, nothing's changing. This is definitely you getting a better idea to manage. And you're working past some type of blockage, because Saturn here was saying that you had to show some type of discipline and perseverance, and it really felt too extreme, okay? A little too much at times. It's like, oh, you never want me to shine. You never want me to win, or it's never going to work out for me. But because you stuck with it, now you're actually going to see good vibes, okay? Good happiness. You have this idea that you can share. I don't know if you're selling products. I don't know if you are like the face of a community or a billboard or something, okay? But there's definitely a lot of acknowledgement coming your way from what I'm seeing, and people are going to listen to you, appreciate you, approve of you. Not that you need that, but this is like helping your Emperor vibe to begin with, okay? So it's like shining brighter. Let me see if there's anything else here before we move forward a little bit, because I want to know what else is coming. Maybe people weren't respecting you, like people were undervaluing you in some way, or you felt like you weren't, you know, no matter what I do, I can't get progress, can't get acknowledged, can't get seen. That's what this feels like. But you're getting a new idea. It feels like from the universe, you're getting some sort of download, you know? With this energy is what I'm seeing, because if you imagine the sun right here, that's literally what's happening. Your mind is going to wake up, but you're going to be like, oh my gosh, let me share this information or what I know. You're going to start sharing this idea, what you know, and it can be spread around. Like it's going to benefit a lot of people. You will be benefiting a lot of people. There's something about you having authority. I'm also getting something, and this is not everybody here, I'm getting something about government, law enforcement. Something feels this way, but it doesn't have to be. Like military, it feels something similar. All right, so tell us about this good vibe here. It's starting with a shift in the way that you see things, group one. So fourth house, again, we have Capricorn energy and Pluto. Oh. Someone could have been making you feel small, making you feel less than. There may have been some manipulation, power dynamics occurring in a close-knit circle, okay? This would be like in your family or someone close to you here was kind of being authoritative or like overly bossy, all right? And I'm seeing that you're kind of switching this up here. Whatever was stuck is no longer. You're realizing that you are the boss here. You're the one who can take control, take charge. What was this? I just got something. Hold on. You're realizing you're your own boss and you can lead. You're becoming a leader. I'm seeing that people are going to be recognizing you as their leader. Someone's getting dethroned here. Like this could definitely be an energy of like passing a torch, you know? Like let's say someone retires and they say, okay, you're in charge now, okay? You lead this group, you lead this company. Or let's say someone in the family like steps down because they're tired or they're weak or they're maybe sick in some way. But you're the one who's taking charge. You're flipping a power dynamic. You're the head now. You're the head of the household. You have the power. You have the control now. And it feels like there was a power struggle prior to this, or just people were not recognizing your genius. I swear. Like you have like this genius idea. You're rewriting the system. You're rewriting the way that things have always been into a new way that actually people will like a lot more. Like you could even be dealing with people who are just stuck on the same old, and it's like making you feel like, but there's a better way. But everybody's like, oh, be quiet. You don't know what you're talking about. That's really what this feels like. And you prove them wrong. And this is you shining and getting accolades and attention and all the good things because of it. Let's see if anything else wants to be said before we move forward. Okay, we have quite a bit of Aries and Capricorn energy, and this can be that you've been dealing with someone who was quite militant with you. You're going to see this person's soft side, by the way, if that's the case, all right? Oh. Here's what's up, okay? You really are taking charge. This is strongly repeating a lot of what I've said, but it's you recognizing your true power, your true authority, and definitely spreading all this happiness. You find this solution here, a solution where there was dissatisfaction, there was maybe like disloyalty toward you in a way, like people didn't want to hear you out or listen. But now, because you're realizing you're a genius, or you're realizing that you can shift your perspective here, it's going to show outwardly. And that's what this is about here. And I think this is pretty much it. It's just that your confidence will be restored and you're graduating to a position of power. You're freeing yourself from looking at things in kind of like a pouty way, or whatever I do, I suck at, or it's just like, you see, like you could have been feeling almost like, like you were pouting over something, or you felt really disappointed, you know? It's like, well, nothing ever goes right. That's really what I'm getting here. And it is. It's going to go right. It's going to go more than right. And people are going to give you confirmation about this. Like, it's recognized, okay? It's recognizable, okay? So you're freeing yourself from this attitude into more of an attitude of gratitude, if you will, okay? You're just going to be so happy and thankful about it. Thank you, group 1. Interesting, I must say. Group 2, let's get into it. What are good things, all the good vibes, all the good blessings, all the stuff coming toward number 2 today? Who does number 2 work for? Number 1. Okay, well, I said that to them. That's why I said that. Never mind. Okay, number 2, please. No, I mean, look at that. All right. Okay. Lots of fiery vibes. Le Justice. Okay. It's on the bottom here. I had to make sure that it wasn't showing any hoo-has or no-nos, you know? Or naughty little nothings or whatever they are. So... all right. Let me see what's behind that. Wow. One more on this Justice. Group 2, have you been thinking a lot about life partners and like whether you have one or you want one, a spouse or like some form of marriage or commitment here? That's what this looks like to me. I feel like group 2, if this is truly your stack, you've been looking for your situation to be known to you, to be made known to you, something about it that you may have felt disconnected from someone, or you could just be searching for someone in general. Like, where are they? Why am I not connecting with my person? Where's my person? That's what this is. We do have Emperor energy, and it's like, I'm tired of waiting, fantasizing, thinking good thoughts, because it looks like I'm getting that you have been trying to manifest like a good, healthy, loving, stable commitment and connection. One where you guys don't have to worry too much. Like, I'm sure ups and downs, right? But you want something that you can count on at the end of the day, like someone that you can maybe grapple with, but also ultimately find a solution, right? That's what relationships are. But the fact that we saw that King of Pentacles that way, it makes me feel like you want someone to know what they want, and someone who is financially independent and stable, who is not afraid to give and give from the heart too. So you want a generous person. Specifically, you're looking for someone who is generous with their love, their time, affection, and maybe generous with their wallets or pocketbooks or purses as well. Like they're like, you know what? I care about you and you're an extension of me, so this is what I do for you. Right? Something like this. I'm seeing that this hasn't been going your way, but there's some type of a shift that's happening here. And I feel like we should get a little more information about that, because you have lots of disappointments in your current situation and dissatisfaction in general with partners or a partner. Tell me what this is. All right. Okay. So, there could be some Libra energy here. This energy has a lot of Libra and Leo and Sagittarius. So Sun, Moon, Rising, it doesn't even have to be, but that's the energy for sure. And wow, I feel like there's a storm coming. And what I'm seeing is the shift that's coming your way. Wow, is it a storm happening suddenly, quite unexpected? Is there's someone who's going to be showing you the love, the compassion, and the care that you've been wanting, that's also going to balance out what you've been doing toward them. So if you've been feeling like someone has been shunning you, not giving you the love and attention, not that this is our main aspiration in life, right? But that sometimes it's nice to be on the same page with someone and know that you're understood and loved in return. Like something needs to be requited, not unrequited. You want this to balance out you and a person, because it feels as though you've been feeling like I'm kind of stuck or lost, or this person's not giving me attention, or just in general I'm not receiving love and affection like this. I'm going to actually pull one of these. What's going to be happening here? Communication. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there's someone who will be communicating with you. Magnetic attraction. So some of you, this is just a new beginning, or like a new relationship, something that you've been wanting, okay, regarding a person. It's here, it's coming in. You're going to start communicating with a person, further connecting more. The attraction is going to be very strong. And I see that this is mutual happiness here with the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a beneficial change to your relationship, your relationships in general, or something romantic specifically, okay? I am seeing that. Now, there's some type of love offer here. It could be like a, hey, how are you? What's up? Let's talk, let's meet up, let's chat. And this has a lot of potential to lead towards something more official. And it does look like someone wants to express a lot about what it is they're actually feeling and what it is that they've been meaning to say, or what they will want to say, okay? Let's say that you're single. This could be a newer connection that you've been waiting to expand upon. Or if you are with somebody, you're just going to be more connected to this person, okay? So let's see. What was happening prior, please? If you can expand, Spirit, we would love. We would love. Yes, we would. You have Aries, 12th house, and Mars. So yeah, that's literally, oh, my big head. Here, let me show you. Sometimes I don't realize the biggest head I have. So you have this Mars vibe, this Aries vibe, and the 12th house. So that's what I'm saying. So 12th house, what's 12th house? 12th house is the house of isolation. And I feel like that most applies right here. Like you've been isolated from passion with another person, maybe action with this person. Let's say you guys haven't been linking up physically and you've been missing that. Or let's say someone just didn't take action toward you in general, or you weren't receiving a lot of hits if you're dating. It feels like you've been experiencing someone in particular that you were interested in that just dropped off the face of the earth or pulled back somehow, right? So this is the energy of someone who will be showing the energy towards you. Let's see one more. What are they going to be doing toward group 2? So we have Pisces 9th house and the South Node K2. Huh. All right. Yep. Okay. This person is going to be showing you more love, compassion. They want to clear something up. You have unfinished business here, if this is someone that you know already, because it does look like that in this reading quite a bit. But it feels like this is someone who is ready to express here. They're ready to share here. One more. That's what I'm saying. So Scorpio 3rd house and Jupiter. Yeah. There's going to be a change in your guys' communication. Like someone wants to let you in on what it is they're feeling and experiencing here. So growth in your emotions here, it's going to be reciprocated. Okay. Because with that 9th house, that makes me feel like someone's going to like reciprocate or is going to let you in on what's going on with them. Okay, so there will be some information here. We have Scorpio 3rd house and Jupiter. Oh, I already told you that. But this is enhancement in the communication, the understanding. I feel like some things are being cleared up. Okay, 9th house can be like higher education, but in this reading, it like if I'm relating it to this, it feels like this person's trying to tell you where they're coming from. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Let's see what it is this person wants to be sharing here. What does this person want to be sharing with group 2, please? What's this person? See? It's their feelings, intimacy, bonding. This is a stronger bond in the coming period, group 2. And I feel like you've been wanting this. So you will be seeing the shift here. There's going to be expression, intimacy, bonding, the communication that you've been looking for, because I feel like you've been wanting to know something specifically, especially regarding this person's feelings and perhaps their intentions even, okay? So I'm seeing at least some emotional bonding and more fun, and this person's ready to open up. Okay, that's what this is. Thank you, group 2. Someone's ready to open up. Yeah. Okay, group 3. I'm getting something about Pink Panther. Why is that? What's up with Pink Panther? Is that your vibe, or is there relevance here? Pink Panther number 3. So let's see what's the good stuff coming your way, the good vibes, the good blessings, all good things. And perhaps we'll touch on what happened prior that wasn't working out that led to this blessing in the first place. Okay, so let's see what's the good vibes here for group 3. Spirit, tell us what group 3 can look forward to. Nudity. I'm glad my head is covering that. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay. Yes. Okay. What can group 3 look forward to? What's the next blessing here? Whoa, your next blessing involves a tower. Okay. Ooh. Give me 1 on this tower, please. Again, I am not putting the first card up because it shows some no-nos, some hoo-has, some tatas, some la-di-das, all right? So tell me about this Tower. I know I'm supposed to fix them, but I just haven't decided upon the correct method yet. But I do love this deck. I really do. That's why I keep using it. Okay. Okay. Group 3. Someone's having a realization here. Okay? What I'm seeing is you may have experienced a falling out with someone prior. Okay? Group 3. And it became very intense. So if this sounds similar to something, or, you know, it might be right, this is still your group. If not, you know, you can feel free to choose another one. But group 3, someone was quite intense with you. There was a confrontation. You may have exchanged some hurtful and harmful words with this person. I'm getting the energy that some time has passed. So for some of you, this is way back. Others of you, maybe not so long, but it's like you've been thinking of this person quite a bit. Like, even though you had a falling out, it was ugly. Okay, it was like an ugly falling out. Like, you guys said some stuff you didn't mean. You know, you told this person some things that were very truthful and honest and straightforward, blunt, right in the kisser. Okay, you hit him right in the kisser with it. Like, you're just like saying these things, and there was an exchange that it feels like came about because of a lack of boundaries between you and this person. This is making me feel that you and this person had this brewing, okay? This is not the energy of suddenly I'm just mad one day. No, I feel like you were building up to this point where you and this person had irritation after irritation, or just little aggressive situations, and finally it was like, you know, blow up mode. That's what this feels like, especially if you see, you know, that's a very hostile energy to be in, especially with the Tower, especially. So this is saying, like, you know, you really put someone in their place, and you may have felt like they deserved it in one way or another. And that's not to say that anybody deserves anything, but you kind of felt like it was coming, okay? And someone had to say it. Someone needed to do something. That's what this feels. I'm seeing that this person has been in your heart or on your mind quite a bit. So whatever happened back there, it's like you've been thinking about it, replaying it, or this person has, because you guys have had a meaningful relationship, you know, and this could be anybody to you. It could be your pet, for all I know. But I'm just saying that you guys had this dynamic where you got along well, very close-knit here. And it's interesting too, because the people that we are the closest to are the ones that we often experience the most energy or reactions or lessons from and with, right? So this feels like you had such a close bond with this person that you guys somehow triggered one another in one way here, and it just went over the top, okay? You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Sagittarius, maybe, or this is you, but people have spent some time reflecting over this now, and there's been a lot of healing, There's been quite a lot of healing individually. So you may have gone off and reflected on the things that you needed to change in your life, or the things that you wanted to heal. Like, you've done a lot of personal work, self-growth, things of that sort, okay? It feels like self-help. And this person too has also done similar. So what I'm seeing is this was a learning experience, however painful it was. And there will be an extension of an apology here. So if you're in the process of having this falling out, or you did recently or 10 years ago, there's someone that you will be mending a bond with. And this is your next blessing. I feel like this is someone very meaningful to you, very special to you. This person is special to you, and it's mutual. I'm seeing you may have known this person for a long time. Like, even when this happened, this is someone that you go way back with. You guys understand each other on like a very deep level, which is why this is kind of the energy that's like no harm, no foul. Let's just call it a day. But it does appear that there's been some silence in the interim. So people are like, let's take a step back, cool off, talk again tomorrow, talk again 10 years later, and here you are. It's kind of however long has passed is what I'm saying, is the connection is still there. The care and the love and the compassion is still there. So this is you and this person mending a bond in a relationship. So if this was romantic, it was an awful breakup or a separation or divorce. It was very hostile. People got in their feelings a lot and acted out some sort of like traumas and things like that. And there's been a lot of thinking like, I still care about this person. Now that time's passed and I've calmed down, I still feel something here. Okay, so that's who we're talking about today. Why don't we see here? Tell us what happened here, please. When they had that falling out. The 6th house, Mars and Pisces. This makes me feel like you guys became each other's enemies or frenemies. Have you ever felt that before? If you have like a really close friend, you start like getting very close, and then suddenly you guys are kind of, if you spend too much time or whatever, then suddenly you guys start wondering, did you say that for a reason? Or you guys are picking apart each other's behaviors or what they say, and someone gets tired of it. It kind of feels like this with the Mars in the 6th house, because this could be like someone who is being quite nitpicky. Okay, like they had this appearance of being nitpicky, and then it kept going, or it kept happening, and it became like a big problem. And you're like, oh, you really don't support me. You're really not my friend. You really don't care about me. And there's some sort of illusion here about that, by the way. So somebody could have been reading into things a little too much, okay? And you guys could have been assuming each other's positions. Oh, that sounds interesting. Assume the position. You guys could have been assuming the other's meaning as opposed to asking for explanation. What did you mean by that? Or why did you say that? Why did you do that? It kind of feels very nitpicky, and then it became a big, more than nitpicky, okay, with the Mars energy as well. Maybe you had a disagreement about, for some of you, it could have been about health, exercise, about physical therapy. I see that you guys have had different temperaments. One of you were very, very calm and demure in nature, or very like, let it go, let it go, let it go. And the other person was kind of like, I'm going to tell you what I think immediately, okay? So I definitely see you guys have different temperaments here. Opposites attract, okay? Because I do feel like you guys are a little bit opposite in that way. But it worked, okay? So I feel this. What else is here? Perhaps you worked with this person at one point, or you guys worked out together even for some. Okay. All right, so let's see the good thing that is happening here with this healing vibe. Tell us about it. The second house, the sun, and Sagittarius. There's a recognition of the meaning of this connection here. There is a recognition of the value and the happiness that is shared. And there's also value in this learning experience. So Sun card is happiness regardless. And I feel like this is like being able to appreciate someone good, bad, and ugly, you know? You know what I mean? It's like come as you are kind of energy, but not to the point where it's like over the top and it's like someone's, you know, controlling. That's not what this is. This is someone that you really vibe with, that you guys usually have the best out for each other, not this, okay? Whatever happened, it feels like a big pile of crap and misunderstanding. Okay. What else? Yeah, so the fact that it said 2 and 6, I almost wanted to tell you that those piles could be your sitch too, like if you wanted. Which I haven't done 6 yet, obviously, but so we have 9, Taurus, Moon. You guys have experienced some type of like awakening here, like spiritually so. I feel like this shakeup here brought that on because we did see Pisces there too in the 6th house with the Mars. I feel like this disagreement where you guys suddenly were each other's enemies, it's like it's making you appreciate how this person is different from you and your differences as well. And then you guys are just like thrust into like a spiritual awakening here. So this is like a catalyst to a whole bunch of learning like appreciation, and not that you didn't, but something else has occurred in the interim here. Like there's some massive amount of growth that has occurred. There's healing, there's all kinds of things. Okay, wow. So let us see here. What will be happening here as the blessing for 3? Storms are brewing, okay? Again, remember we talked about the sun. The sun actually came out here. I feel like there's going to be value restored. It's like people had to recognize how much they appreciated the other person, most likely away from the other person. And that's not to say that you weren't appreciated or they weren't appreciated. It's just sometimes we can take something for granted, or we can play too rough with a glass carousel, okay? You know, that's kind of how it feels. Like someone was a little too rough with the other person. It may have been mutual, and now it's like the person is gone. It's like, oh my gosh, I really need to fix this here. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. I feel like you guys are gonna look back at this and laugh, by the way, because I'm seeing this person looking at this whole thing. Like, see the smoke, it's settling. So the smoke is settling, the initial disappointment, explosion, what have you. It's settling here. And it's like you can look back and laugh at it. You are going to have more appreciation here between you two, but it's definitely freeing yourself from this. I'm getting catharsis. Yeah. All right, group 3. Thank you. Got so dark. Now my lighting looks like ass. I bet you, like, it's gonna start pouring or something here. Oh, me and my ginger. Is that what you call them? Oops. Okay. Oops. Okay, so group 4. What are good things? Good vibes. Good vibes only. And blessings coming your way. What are the next blessings coming toward group 4? Good vibes only, please. What's this? Okay, we're gonna do. What other blessings come to you? Group 4. Nudity is coming to you. Maybe. Let me just cover this card. I'm not going to set it up upon the crystal for this reason. I really like this deck, and I know of quite a few options that you guys have told me about fixing them. Fixing, okay, I feel like it's defacing them, but I haven't quite decided on a method yet, so please bear with me. It is defacing this art. It's been around for centuries, you know? That's what it feels like to me. Okay, blessings for group 4, please. What is this, lovers? The Queen of Wands. And then? No, and then. Well, who is that? Who's this lone wolf over here, huh? Oh, the moon. Huh. Who is this that you're looking at? Tell me about this hermit energy, please. Wow. Okay. I feel like this is about you, first and foremost, which is lovely. But I am getting that there's something that you are confronting here. So lots of emotional energy there. Group 4. Okay. Group 4. If this is your pile, your stack, okay? Where you're coming from before the blessings here is a very deep kind of like emotional experience. It looks like you may have been going through like dark night, some painful learning experience. You could have been going through, you know, old emotions, stagnant emotions and stagnant vibes that's somehow disconnecting you from yourself. Like you feel like you may have felt fragmented and scattered, like you needed to pick up your pieces so that you could recreate yourself. But it was also hindering your ability to love yourself and connect with people, because you may have, first of all, you appear to have a lot of intelligence. Maybe you're scientific or you're into psychology. Maybe you know too much, okay? Like sometimes that kind of stuff can get you down. I talked about it recently on a video. You could be highly intuitive or psychic here. You see that? And it's like you may feel that there's a lot of stuff that you're keeping to yourself that you don't feel comfortable to share at times, or you didn't. Because this looks like nobody cares, or I'm going to keep it to myself. Nobody feels anything about me or about my experience. It's like you're combing through some of you, it could be traumas, yeah. I want to know more about this Lovers card, because there's something about you appreciating this space that you had been in where you're actually drawing strength from it. You're like, because you've experienced things that you experience life in one way, like you may have felt rock bottom. You may have felt like, this is it for me. I'll never feel better a day in my life. And you're now in a place that you're able to look at this and draw strength from it. So this is the energy of, yes, I may have experienced some things, or I have been feeling some things, but actually that makes me quite powerful. That gives me strength of character, resilience, versatility, okay? You are realizing that there's actually beauty in you and yourself here. You just gotta kind of, move away the muck or the dust. Okay? There's strength from this experience. You have a huge heart, but you don't always feel safe to share this. You're very compassionate, and you don't always feel like sharing this because it also leaves you what? Vulnerable and weak. So there's some type of vulnerability that you were learning from, having an awakening from, that gave you a spiritual awakening, a spiritual realization that you have actually a lot to share and a lot to give to other people. You are valuable. You had to find your value here. Now, the thing is, I want to know about this, because the fact that this version of you came out of this and it was on the bottom, see how she's drawing the sunflowers up? It's like you're finding the diamond in the rough, the sunlight in the darkness. Like, oh, this is actually beautiful depending on whose eyes are seeing it. It's like you're finding this out here, that actually I do have reasons to be grateful. I do have reasons to be happy. I do have ideas to share. I do have confidence to show. I don't have to hide anymore. That's what this looks like. You may have some occult knowledge. You went through an intense, spiritual energy, and you have, some occult knowledge. And you're realizing that this is valuable to you, that you could share this. You can heal. You can be somewhat of a healer. I see that you may be somebody who likes to help people in general. You could be someone here, for example, and I feel like this might be specific, like a caretaker of sorts. If someone is ill or elderly, or someone is, mentally or physically ill, or someone is incapable, incapacitated, you care for the sick, you care for the down, you care for the discouraged because you've felt something similar before, and this is why. And I feel like this is you realizing I can do so much with this superpower. And that's what this is. You're realizing actually a gift of yours. You're like, this is a gift. You know you've healed from something when you can look at it and say, I learned so much. That's how you know that you've healed. Okay, that's what that is. Let's see what this is with this Lovers card, because you have the Lovers card, like connection, but your attention is drawn to this, like the darkness, okay? Because you're finding beauty in it. It's like Beauty and the Beast vibes. Tell me what this Lovers is. Like I told you, you are realizing your highest worth, your highest value, your highest potential. You could have felt like you were on the receiving end, or you could have been on the receiving end of abuse of some sort, maybe narcissistic even, okay? Whatever this is to you, that's dark night energy, and there was some deep physical experience you actually did the work for and healed from. And this is you realizing, wow, I am worthy. I have so much to share. And now I know that since I am this and I do have potential, I have the highest potential in the world, there's no limit. Because before there may have been limitations. There's no limit. Now other people are going to be seeing this about you as well. This is telling me what's popping out the most here is this angelic presence. I feel like you're connecting to spirit, okay? And especially here, this is like an awakening process. So you may have really, truly gone through the dark night here. Sometimes it happens more than once, okay? But this is what this feels. And now you know that you have so much to offer and share. And life is about experience. So if in the past you were very concerned with a specific person, or this person was in your energy very strongly, it's like you don't want to force anything anymore. It's more so I'm going to live in authenticity and in my own version of potential. Like you have a lot of potential. You're realizing this quite a bit. This is a very strong group here. Very strong. I do see, this is the thing, I see that you're drawing someone toward you, but it's not of importance because you're operating on a spiritual energy, okay? And that's not to say that you can't do both, but this feels more so like you found your purpose. See what I'm saying? Yes. Wow. I think I'm going to leave that there. That was... Wow, group 4. All right. I kind of like that, all right? Okay. I could dig it. Okay. I'm hearing pansy, posy. Okay. Someone experienced a separation or a loss. Okay. Group 5, let's see who or not who or what. Your next blessings. Okay, we're going to see your next blessings, group 5. Thanks for choosing 5 today. Emperor wants to pop out and say hello. Okay. So what we're doing is pulling on all good things coming your way. Next up, your next blessing, your next good vibe. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, number 5. Group 5. What's the good thing coming toward group 5? What's the good vibes here? What is the next blessing, please, Spirit? I'm hearing guidance. Okay. Group 5. Ooh. The Fool card. Again, the Fool card. Okay. Group 5, is it time for you to get the ball rolling, huh? That's what this feels like. I feel like you are ready and willing. There's a new experience coming your way. You may have had this idea. Maybe you're afraid of failure. Maybe you flopped before. But there's definitely an energy coming towards you saying, it's time. Now is time. Let's do it. You have all the information you need. You have all the support you need. Let me see what else is here. What is this about? See, I thought so. The Knight of Swords. I feel like you could have been in a place of learning. Teaching, learning. There's a lot of that energy here, 5. And maybe you have experienced a separation or a loss, because we said that before we started. But I am seeing that there's something that's switching here. Like you're changing. You're changing your mind. Okay. You tried something and it didn't work out. This is the energy of like, I tried and it failed. I went down this path and I failed. For example, you started some kind of a certification, or you tried a different major in school and now you're like changing it. Like there's something changing here and you're getting back into some energy that feels more comfortable for you, and it actually suits you a lot better. Like your capability will be able to be more recognized here, and it's not going to feel so forced. Not that it was, it just feels like you lost your drive towards something or someone. Maybe it's a person or a relationship, but you lost your drive there. And I feel like you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of thoughts about things. I feel like you're intelligent. You have good ideas. It's just that maybe you channeled them in a way that didn't produce results, or you put all your energy into a path that wasn't for you and you stayed past the expiration, Group 5. So what I'm seeing is a realization about this. It's like making peace with the past, or making peace with something or someone that's not in your life anymore, or kind of a change that's happening in your life, and making peace with where you were, what you learned, and trying something new, because whatever you're going into has a lot of potential for you. It's like you had a fork in the road here. I'm seeing like you had a crossroads. Am I going to stay here, or am I going to go this way? And I feel like you chose the unlikely path. Okay? Like the one that you weren't going to, or you put off on. And I feel like it's time, or you know that it's time. This is like receiving confirmation. Let me see what else this is about. Yeah, justice. See? So we do have quite a bit of air energy here. You may be an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have some Scorpio energy. Pisces, you don't have to be. Let's see what this was in the past. Okay, North Node, Rahu vibes. Oh, 6th house. Okay, and Pisces. I feel like you you were compromising quite a bit back there. Something was going against what you truly feel, what you truly know. So again, this feels a little bit like something was being forced. Like you were forcing yourself to conform to, this could be at work. Maybe this is, again, some sort of a job or a career thing that you have here. Or it was just messing with your mental health, your emotional health even, or you felt like it wasn't for you. So this shift that's coming in is in that area. I feel like it was clashing with like your spiritual self, your spiritual beliefs, and you felt like you didn't belong. Okay. One more on that. Yeah. So 5th house, Pluto and Libra, again, some Libra energy. Someone was forcing you to be something you're not, or you may have been putting that pressure on yourself here. With this Pluto energy, it feels like you tried to be someone that you are not, or just didn't mesh with you. It was blocking your passion, your creativity. You experienced a blockage because of this, because you tried to be fair, you tried to be good, you tried to be compassionate or understanding, or you tried to, again, I feel like you gave too much of yourself in a way, and that's not going to be happening anymore. This is, for some of you, maybe this was like a friends with benefits kind of energy, or like you were dating someone. Some of you, this is what it could be. That's not everybody. I just see that you started to feel that something was getting too much control over you, or they may have been like pulling strings or manipulating you, pulling wool over your eyes. And I feel like you realized this. So this is you realizing, I can't do this anymore. And you're bringing some new energy into your life. It's no longer going to be about someone trying to get you to be someone you're not, or to do something that's not producing good results. Like, let's say, for example, someone wanted to continue romance with you, but I'm hearing no finance. You know how they say romance, finance? Okay, I forget how that goes. Anyway, no romance without finance, like that's what I'm hearing, but it doesn't have to be that. This is the energy of like someone could have been promising you romance, and one day will be more, one day will be official, one day we'll take things to the next step, but actually it doesn't. Like, and then you're like, oh, you've been pulling my strings over here, and on my heartstrings too. Okay, now some of you may have given away your creative energy. Like, let's say someone hired you onto a project and you're a freelance something or other, and someone hired you on, but there's someone who's in charge and they're directing things, and you had to conform and kind of like change your creative outlook, or the way that you specifically do your art here, for example, or you specifically, let's say you're a photographer, you specifically photograph this way or that way, and this person made you do it their way, and it just didn't feel right. Okay, like you were conforming here. All right, now I have a side note, and this is not going to be everybody. Somebody could work like in a funeral home, or like a mortuary, or something like this as well. That's not everybody. I see that though. Okay. Or like yeah, that's what I'm getting. So so Moon, what's the good thing then? Tell us about the good thing and how this is shifting. What's this good stuff here? The 2nd house, Uranus and Pisces. Wow. Why is that the case? This feels a sudden thing pops up for you, for your career, or there's a sudden impulse for you to do what feels right. That's just what it feels like. Some of you could be doing both at once for a while, but your intention is to leave the other thing after a while. Okay, so what else about this thing? Yeah, you have Sun, the 6th house, and Aquarius. Yeah, this very well could be what you do for work or something regarding your health here. I do see a lot of happiness from what I'm seeing. Okay, maybe you maybe you do stuff online, or you will be. Okay, some of you will be doing things online here. But I'm seeing that whatever's coming your way is going to be more fulfilling to you because you can actually express and be yourself. You're different. And I feel like you know that. Like, you're not going to be conforming anymore, especially with the Uranus and the Aquarius vibe. This is like, I don't have to be or do anything anybody says to me. I'm doing what's for me. I'm doing what's right for me. And if it's a little weird or if it's a little strange to others, then so be it. That's what this feels like. Because if you look at this, doesn't this look like kind of like an eccentric person? Like, you're kind of eccentric to me. Like, you have and it's a good way, not that it's bad. It's just, wow, you think differently. Like, you're creative. Like, you find this creative impulse in a very interesting way. Okay, so whatever you're doing is going to be quite different. It's not the norm. So something about this stands out about you, and you will be spending a lot of time doing this. So this is a new routine of yours. Could be work. Like I said, it's like you're no longer going to be doing something, and instead you're going to be, dedicated to, screw it. I'm going to stand for what I believe, not for what other people want me to be. Okay, so maybe you felt like you had to do something like everybody else does in order to get like traction. That's clearly not the case for you, because you have this interesting, unique, like eccentric way to do something, to speak, to share information, to exhibit your hobby or your skills, whatever ability you may have. It's very, very different. You have a completely different vibe, and doing it the way that others do it was initially fulfilling to you, or it had promise. But it just is not, it's not for you. It's really not. And it may be boring even, because you lost passion. You lost passion. Now you're out here like, let me be me, let me be weird. So let it show. Yeah, let it show. Because Aquarius can be kind of like the public here, and we do have it here. So moving into that energy, it's like letting your creativity or like your eccentricity show. Okay? Because you could be receiving a lot of exposure for this with the Sun card. Yeah, no more of that old stuff back there, whatever it is. It feels like you were doing it like continuously for work, for whatever reason, like you dedicated yourself. No, it's not flying anymore. So your blessing is clearly you being able to be yourself and being appreciated for it. But like, you are a very interesting, unique character, okay? And I feel like it's attractive to people. People like it. All right. Thank you, group 5. Group 6. Okay. Group 6, I'm hearing the moment you've been waiting for. So some of you will be receiving news that whatever it is that you've been waiting for, right meow, is coming your way. So look out for that. You will receive confirmation. The moment you've been waiting for is coming. Group 6. The good vibes coming toward group 6. All good things here. Your next blessing. Good things, good stuff, good vibes. Okay. Group 6 has this. A lot of people are getting the Fool card today. It must be the Lionsgate energy. Ooh. Wow, look at you. King of Cups. So First and foremost, you could be a water sign, or you're dealing with one, or you're an earth sign, or you're dealing with one. But I'm seeing that you're doing something a little risky here regarding your career, because it feels like you've been kind of doing the same thing, group 6, with this Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you've been, you established a routine, or you've been doing the same thing day in and day out, or you go to the gym at this time, you wake up at that time, you go to sleep at that time, you eat meals at this time. You're switching up this energy. And I feel like this is what's going to benefit you, because this unexpected kind of vibe you're going to be exhibiting is going to bring you a lot of stability. Isn't that interesting? Let's see what this is. Tell me what this is. I can see what we're talking about now. Okay. All right. Well, it's a little much there. I had to cover that up. It's not an opinion. It's a fact, according to the algorithm. All right. So I feel like you got bored. I'm not gonna lie. You got bored. Something has been boring you. It's boring you to tears, okay? Even though this may have given you a lot of stability or a lot of it's a long-term thing, okay? Whatever you were doing there, you're going to actually be given a new passion, and it's going to make your heart sing. This is coming out of the blue. So I want to tell you this, okay? Because I feel like you just have this routine about you where you're very dependable, and it's just normal. You're just normal, again, I wake up, I eat, I go to the gym, I go to sleep, or you go to work, you sleep. And then over and over again, you have this about your life where something was very, very predictable in your life. No longer. There's no more predictability here. You know why? Universe is throwing you some kind of a curveball. But it feels like, so you were kind of bored, or you could have used this, but you're getting like a buddy, okay? There's some type of a buddy coming your way. You're getting a buddy. Hello. This is going to feel exhilarating and like you're on cloud 9, because you could be experiencing someone that just makes you feel all kinds of things here. And it is very much so appreciated. Okay. This person is very tempting, and you are very tempted toward them as well. I feel like this could be someone that's been watching you. If you can see, it looks this person's been watching you. You may have spoken to them before, but there is more action that's going to be happening between you two here. More action. And I mean in the sheets. All right. That's what this is. Listen. Okay. So this unpredictability is bringing you stability here. Now you know what to expect. You know to expect your feelings to be activated, your passions to be activated, your zest for life, more creativity, more inspiration for your life is coming in. And in that way, it's like giving you a reason to you have this reason every day when you wake up, this is why I'm up. It's so good. It just feels so good to be awake today. I know I'm going to do this and that, but then there's also this person. There's something about this. It's benefiting your energy, because you could have gotten stuck in a rut of some sort. So this unexpected curveball that's coming, it's shifting. Sometimes if we get stuck in routines, it makes it difficult to allow in a shift or like new things. And because you weren't going to do it on your own, well, someone's doing it for you here. Okay, so I see this. Why don't we see about this? This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Capricorn. Mars, 5th house, and Sagittarius. Now, this is the energy of a fling. So I'm not going to sit and tell you that it's more than that, because when we talk about this energy, it's more so fun, it's exhilarating, it's dating, it's experiencing, it's like being in the moment. That's what we're talking about, okay? So beyond that, it's not telling me, but I'm telling you that this is a fling kind of energy, but it's like a consistent one. Or maybe you're just doing something you're not expecting, like actually falling for someone here, you know? Like, wow, I can't believe I'm letting myself do this right now. This is kind of how this feels, because you could be someone who's more so, you know, just set in your ways here. It happens. Like, I feel like you're reliable, you're practical, you make sense, you do everything that makes sense. And this doesn't make sense to you. Like, I feel like this may be new for you in a way. Like, I don't usually do this, but I feel like doing it, okay? Or I'm like all in right now. I'm not normally feeling stuff like this, but I am today, okay? That's what this looks like. So I am seeing that your next blessing is this, okay? So 5th house, this can indicate similar energies to what we're talking about, plus Mars. Come on, that's the energy of passion, of like, you know, all right. And the Sagittarius energy too, exactly. This could be someone who's a little bit different from you, and this is why it's exciting as well. Like, you may have been really needing some excitement in your life and some inspiration, and it'll spill out into other areas of your life here as well. Tell us about this person. Tell us home, comfort, safety, belonging, shelter. So someone's home is involved here. Okay, what about this person? Well. You do have grass is greener. You have reconciliation and mask. This may be someone that you are reconciling with that has been looking for you, or you've been looking for them. And there's not been a whole lot of transparency prior to this, is what I'm seeing, if that's the case. But I'm seeing that someone really truly wants to get back together, but may not be saying the whole thing or telling the whole story. I feel like someone may have tried to convince themselves that they could do better, or they could do something else, or something like this. Oh, by the way, totally forgot. I feel like the planets right now are causing this. Okay, I really do. If you're watching this at a later time, I feel it's still relevant. All right. So you have unfinished business, or yeah. What is this person's intentions? Is to have grass is greener energy again. All right, signs and synchronicities and finances and addiction. Wow. This feels very flingy, okay? So just keep that in mind, okay? I'm seeing that you would love this, or you would have fun, or you would be able to, you know, this is like let loose energy with the Fool. So yeah. Some of you, this is someone at work, which is why it's a bad idea. Who am I to say it's a bad idea? But someone could be, well, with the grass is greener that keeps coming out, it feels like, you know, maybe you think this isn't it for you. Like, you might feel like you deserve better at some time or another. So just heads up on that. And there may be someone who has like a financial situation going on. All right. So let me see here. tell us? Trying to figure out if I should move that or not. This is an interesting blessing, huh? So I feel like they're obsessive, or they're getting obsessed over you. What did you do here? And you knew it with the High Priestess. Maybe you're like spiritual, or you read cards. You could be a reader yourself, or you're psychic in some way. But I feel like you knew about this person somehow, or you knew that they would come around, or maybe you willed it into existence here, okay? They feel like you guys have unfinished business, and you guys are gonna have some type of a romp, okay? That's what they're wanting. Now that's up to you. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but okay. So you have this King of Cups energy. I feel like this is someone who has a lot of regrets, especially over things being over. They're not trying to let go here with that Emperor energy. And with the Knight of Wands, they really do feel some type of urge big time, okay? So we have Libra, the Sun, and the 4th house. Again, some home energy. I feel like this connection has the potential to give you some amount of feeling like, how do I say this? I feel like you're going to be happy that it's almost like, oh, I knew you would be back, or I knew this would come full circle. I knew. It's like you're getting justice in some form here with the Sun energy. This is justice somehow. That's why this is part of your blessing. It's like you guys have unfinished business though. So there could be some ties you guys have that still you guys haven't cycled out of. I feel you have this comfort zone with this person. And if not, this is about, being in each other's homes. You have Pisces, 5th house, and Sun again. Yeah. You guys may not talk about the meaning of this connection, but there's going to be shared happiness and, like I said, more inspiration coming your way because of this experience with the Sun, the 5th house in Pisces. By the way, I feel like group 2, I mentioned group 6, and I feel like they were linked. And there was one other group, and I can't recall which one it was. It might have been 4. I'm not sure, though. And I said maybe those decks are relevant as well. Okay. So that's what this is, group 6. I really wasn't expecting this energy. All right. Thank you. What's that thing again? Is this it? Oh yeah, pretty cool, huh? You guys like this dungeon or what? Isn't it cool? Oh look, I like my arm here. All right, guys, thank you. Thanks for all the fun, guys. I love it. Yeah, make sure you subscribe if you like it, or if you want more, or whatever, or like comment, whatever you guys do. But anyway, it was a good time. Thanks for joining. Kisses. Bye. I'm clicking off.